all is not well in Lexus land, where it is also bloody cold. I've got it, yeah, that's a really good ramp situation, but it's to enable me to try and get somewhere near the alternator, which is kind of down there. I'm not going to point too close because I'll get my fingers taken off by the fan, but it's right at the bottom. I've been trying a few things, like trying to make another earth to the battery, just to make sure that's not what's at fault, but I'm still not getting any charging at all. All I get is a rather alarming selection of warning lights on the dashboard, many of them in fact. So yeah, it's not happy because it's not seeing 12 volts, I suspect, and it looks like I'm going to have to replace the alternator, which doesn't please me at all. Bother. Well, it's out. What an absolute pig of a job that was. I literally spent an hour trying to get it out the tiny gap at the bottom. You see, there just isn't any space to play with. God knows how I'm going to get the new one back in. Unfortunately, the radiator shroud has fallen victim to the swearing and bashing and stuff that's generally been going on. Now I'm going to get the alternator apart. Yeah, okay, probably had my money's worth, or someone else's money's worth, out of these brushes. They seem quite knackered. Plenty of debris around the commutator, if that's what it's actually called. Well, I have alternator. All I've got to do now is fit it, and there's no time pressure, but they're coming to replace that electricity pole tomorrow, and yeah, I need to get this done right now. Well, getting the alternator back in, not actually that much of a challenge. Managed to squeeze it down here with the shroud off. Plenty of room to get the alternator in, so that's now bolted in place. There's only 2 bolts to hold it, so that's quite easy. Now I just need to get the massively long serpentine belt routed correctly, and that's quite difficult. I'm having to resort to bringing my laptop out, so I've got a visual reminder. But we're getting there. There's all our dash lights. Oh, that looks encouraging. The only warning lights are on are the ones that are meant to be on. So it looks like it's charging. I have unfortunately broken the shroud on the back of the radiator. I'm just going to have to hope that doesn't matter too much for now. Oh, doesn't it sound good with the air intake off? There we go. Seems to be charging nicely. Job's a good one. Lexus is back in action. Now I can take it to Devon. So there we go. That's looking nice and healthy on the volts. 14's about right for charging. I've just upgraded my clips so I can actually clip on these things, because just using the pointers is a pain in the backside. Now you can just hear that chirruping. That is the top idler for the belts, and sadly it is true that it is a bit worn and it does need replacing. I'm going to add that to the to-do list. I was hoping to do it this time, but didn't actually manage to get one in time. But yeah, I have a happy Lexus. What does it sound like now the air filter cover's back in place? Still pretty nice, to be fair. Super. Well, I can see I bought the alternator on eBay because it was quick and easy and 120 quid, and I'm very grateful to Schmitz Auto, is it? No, Schmitz Rotary Engineering Limited, near Birmingham, because not only have they supplied a recon alternator, it actually comes with all the paperwork. It's got lots of test figures for the amps it's checking out. It's 133 amps at 6,000 RPM. So that's all good, and verily it does seem to work. So yeah, that's quite an interesting bit of paper actually. I might well have a read of that with my cup of success brew. So there we go. We have a working Lexus. We have a cup of tea. Only remains to say thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I shall see you again for more motoring miscellany. Farewell.